Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion. Let's play some more of The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC. So, we're on to the final quest, really. I don't think there's much else for us left to do in the game. I've done all the monsters, I've done all the side quests, I've done all the treasure hunts. Now, I need to go to the boot black boy during the day. Now, this is the little kid who got like 500 crowns off me for some basic information. So, I'm not looking forward to seeing him. But we're looking for information on who the fifth target of the assassins was.
I agree completely, young man. Lois is clearly more a decent than Loam.
Isn't that the truth? I noticed it myself. But Clay? Now that's a real pickle to clean off.
You know what, Regis? I hate the fact you're making friends with this boot black boy. If I didn't owe you my life, I swear to God. This kid stole like 500 crowns off me.
It's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
You've got mud all over your face, mate.
Yet again?
What are you talking about?
Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Then brand new boots, I've only just
could use a
made
spit
them.
and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean souls. A fine slogan.
I hate this kid so much. Okay. I don't want to talk to this kid. Let's just get to the point.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Okay. Which beggars?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. One for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all.
Details that aren't about boots?
I know! They all had no home!
Hate this kid so
my
much.
patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Okay. Yeah, do you remember what they looked like, apart from their boots? I suppose he wouldn't, because he just looks at their boots. God damn, this kid's very well-minded.
Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter.
Hey.
Look around inside.
Vampires attacked.
Okay. So, to the shelter then. That seems pretty straightforward.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it?
Oh, someone's pressuring the beggars.
We need no filth folk.
Right, well, I guess do what Geralt does best. Beat up bullies.
What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
What's the harm here?
The shelter. Them living here. Bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
You know, if you ever have to say, if you're ever disparaging someone who defends the weak and the innocent, then you're generally the bad guy.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Fist fight. Fine. Yeah, I mean, pick a fight with a guy wearing armor and 2 swords. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, that seemed to work pretty well.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Okay. So, yeah, let's find out a bit more about this place.
What is this place? Poorhouse?
You could call it that. They come here to rest and eat a hot meal.
You help them, why?
Because they need help.
That's a pretty good answer.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Okay. If they're all gonna be here, yeah, I'll wait.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Okay. We'll hang out.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These 2 gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the boot black. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Interesting. Okay. I would very much like to read that letter.
It's a matter of importance to the Duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Okay. Now I have my suspicions about who the 5th victim was meant to be. Let's see if we're right.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well, well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Okay.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Yep. Basically. So Siana was basically going to get her vampire boyfriend to kill the Duchess, her sister, and I assume allow herself to take over as Duchess of the county. I can understand why. She blames her family for her being exiled in the past, and as far as she's concerned, she doesn't see that her sister did anything to try and save her or unbanish her. So I can see why there would be a bit of anger there.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
Yes, this is why I've been assuming this for a
Seemingly
while.
random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victim's links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions, ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
I think a conversation there is probably a good idea.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her, but I support your lust for the truth. Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
You know, if I've got to sneak past some guards, a vampire who can fly and turn into mist would be kind of handy.
Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Detloff and his minions rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Detloff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
Fair enough. I mean, at least he was upfront about that. Okay, so we need to talk to Siana. How are we going to talk to Siana? Nope, this is the biggest place. Sorry. Didn't mean to just burst in there. We need to get... I need to get out of the goddamn dockyard. Where's the actual... Okay, I suppose I could actually just follow the road here. That would make sense. Okay, so let's try and talk to Siana. We must be able to sneak past the guards some way. I don't like... I hope... Well, I'm not going to try and fight the guards just to talk to her, but if there's a way of sneaking past peacefully, I'm going to take it. Although I'm pretty certain we know her motivations for wanting to kill her sister. She was fairly embittered by the whole being banished by her family because she may have a curse. I mean, it's never even been proven that she has the curse that they will suspect her of having. It's just she was born at the wrong time of the year, and therefore treated poorly. And, you know, it's therefore entirely possible that her poor behaviour as a child that made people suspect that she truly did have the curse is because everyone was suspicious of her having the curse in the first place. So, I have some sympathy here. You know, witches are often looked down upon for what they are.
It keeps going.
Plus, we also had sex with her, so I guess I should give her the chance to actually explain herself at least once. I'm not sure what's actually happening. I'm not sure if she's being sentenced to death or not.
You are the famed Geralt of Rivis, are you not?
Okay, let's keep moving. Should have checked the map. I didn't realise she was this far away. I probably could have just fast travelled through the city there. Oh well. Or used a horse. Or done 100 different things that didn't involve just running the long way around. Okay, so she's being kept up in the palace. That makes sense. I wonder if they've actually got her locked in a tower. Because obviously last time they imprisoned her inside the Fable Sphere, that magical realm that they enjoyed as children. I guess we could go back there. I think we killed most of the bad things in there. I don't know if they stayed dead though. That's part of the problem. The whole Fable Sphere was kind of intended to reset itself as far as I can see. Okay. Somewhere up there. Right. Let's get on the right level. Are we on the right level? Oh, okay, through here. I have no idea what part of the palace we're in, but somehow Geralt knows exactly where he's got to go. Not in here, though. Where the hell am I trying to get to? Oh, hello.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna, urgently.
In the matter of?
Suspected of planning the Duchess's assassination or want to talk to her plain and simple. I mean, the first one is entirely accurate, but do I really want to tell the guard that? I mean, on one hand, he might say, well, that's a serious thing. Yeah, talk to her and figure out what she was planning. Or he might, like, say we need to get other people involved. Let's try just saying we want to talk to her.
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
That seems fair. I'm pretty famous around here right now. I just didn't want to say the first thing and then get, like, other people involved, because he might have gone, like, I need to go get the captain of the guard or something.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Yeah.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Okay, it's probably not because of the Curse of the Black Sun. That's never actually been proven. Curse of the Black Sun is almost a fairy tale, but the belief in it is reinforced by people like Sienna who are accused of it and then act out because they're accused of it. And they might be acting out because they're accused of it and they are actually cursed, but they might be acting out because they're not. I don't know, it's complicated, but I don't actually believe in the Black Curse. The Curse of the Black Sun. I don't think it's because she envies her. I think it is because she turned her back on you and forgot about you. When she became Duchess, she could have unbanished her sister, and she didn't. I'm not sure why. So I'm going to go with option 3 here.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved,
Ooh,
and your
good.
sick curiosity
That seems like the right answer.
sated. Well, what now?
Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta. Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Okay. That's pretty damn honest.
At least you're being honest, finally.
Lying only ever makes sense when there's a chance someone will believe you. It's actually refreshing, in a way, to say what I truly think. So why don't I do it a bit more? I was only ever nice to you to get you to sleep with me. I thought you might come in handy one day. Your comrade Regis is using you, and Anna Henrietta perceives you solely as her unthinking, blunt instrument. She's right to, you know.
Should I be honest back? I don't believe that. I don't believe she's a pathetic, petty viper. But I'm pretty certain she does kind of like hurting people sometimes.
Enjoy hurting people? That it? Sorry, but won't give you the satisfaction. The Witcher mutations, you know. It's hard to draw my blood.
Don't worry. I'll find a way.
Have a nice life, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Yep, I guess we might as well go. There's not much else to say there. Well, she confirmed our suspicions about why she wanted to kill her sister. I can kind of get why she's pretty, you know, angry.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Okay, yeah, well, we should probably tell him who the fifth victim was meant to be. That would make sense. No point keeping it to ourselves at this point.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's fifth victim.
Damn, Damien's got some cool scars there.
Certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally.
Makes sense.
I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Very well. Let us get things underway. Don your ceremonial attire. Then you'll come with me. Her Grace awaits.
I dislike having to go places when I'm not fully geared up. It always seems to end badly. Okay, this episode's running a bit long, but I feel like we're getting pretty close to the ending here, so I'm just going to keep playing on. I like how me and Damien are now facial scar blurs.
I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business.
Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give
5,000
you
crowns?
12 barrels
Crap,
of San
that's a lot of money.
Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
I am truly honoured, and I can't wait to try some of that fancy wine. I should probably tell her that her sister was trying to actually kill her. I mean, I've told Damien already, so it would make sense to tell her as well. Damien might have already informed her, but... screw it. Tell everyone. It's not my secret to keep.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Deadloff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
Not taking the news well.
I do not believe it.
Fair enough.
In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess asked me to stay.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Ooh, damn. Sienna should be punished like any criminal, or the good of the duchy, that's what matters most. Damn, I don't actually know. I mean, she should be punished, certainly, but she's been rendered impotent right now. Her plot failed, everyone's aware of it, she's lost her power, she's lost her influence, she's lost whatever troops she had. At the end of the day, it is the good of the duchy is what matters most. But I don't believe the good of the duchy means letting her go. I'm going to go with option 2 and see where that leads us. I think that the good of the duchy and punishing her can coexist, maybe? I feel like there should be a third option there.
Your Grace, as head of state, you should look first and foremost after your dominion. Sienna's actions, what drove them, be damned. She's a threat to your subjects.
You are correct. They are what matters. I must not forget this. Sienna, you shall be tried and given a fitting punishment. Yet we shall never cease to be family. As Duchess, I shall have to judge you. But as your sister, I shall never stop loving you. Will you forgive me?
I'm suddenly getting nervous.
I shall never forgive you.
Well, that didn't quite work out right. Guess she got her 5th victim after all. Did she have any kids? Like, who now rules Beauclair?
Need some flowers, a wreath, or...
I've none. Sold everything. I was just on my way out. No sense hanging about with nothing to do. Should come as no shock, sir. Had the funeral, folk took it all. Men, women, children, all wished to lay a bouquet on the Duchess's grave. Windflowers, peonies, gladioli. But she liked common roses best. I know, her ladies-in-waiting would come here at times. I'd choose the loveliest blooms for her. Fragrant, big petals, the kind that last a long time. I've still not come to terms with it. To be killed by her own sister. How could it happen?
Did I let the Duchess down? I don't think so. I mean, I did foil the plot, defeat Detlef. We warned her that her sister was out for blood. I didn't think Sienna was just gonna like take her sister's hairpin and stab her in the neck. Like that was pretty brutal. Was Anna Henrietta trusting? Yeah, probably don't go, you know, hugging criminals, even if they're your sister. But yeah, I'm gonna blame Sienna for that in the end.
No one suspected Sienna'd be merciless. Not Damien, not me. Least of all the Duchess.
I know you. You're that witcher from the north. The one that saved us from the beast.
Mm-hmm. Could say that.
Wait here. Take these.
Thought you were out of flowers.
I put a bouquet aside. I was to take it to her myself. But you have it. I know you held the Duchess dear.
How much do I owe you?
Not a copper. Keep your coin and raise a toast in her memory tonight.
Do just that. Farewell.
Wow, that was a quick statue to put up. She's been dead for 2 weeks. How long does it take to make a statue? Longer than 2 weeks, I think. Unless maybe the statue was there before she died. Okay, well, yeah, Sienna's dead. Anna Henrietta's dead. Like, everyone died, basically. Detlef's dead. Anna Henrietta's dead. Yeah, we just... Not quite sure we did so great on this run. But I mean, we warned everyone. We figured out who the fifth assassin, the fifth target was meant to be. We warned everyone that there was a possibility. Like, Damien couldn't stop it, we couldn't stop it. I'm gonna have to look into afterwards if there was actually a way of stopping that happening, because the Witcher endings are usually a bit variable. I feel like we've got a bad ending here. I'll be honest. This doesn't feel like this was the best ending. And she's buried over there. Okay.
To bury the murderous lass in one crypt with the Duchess. It's not decent.
Sorry. Didn't mean to, like, push you. Oh, is it down below? Oh, okay.
She should lie with the king.
Oh,
Witcher,
Damien.
I was certain you'd departed.
Couldn't. Anna Henrietta was...
Wondrous. Beautiful. Good. The best ruler one could hope to have. Yet I let her down.
I mean, you probably should blame yourself a little bit. I did tell you she was going to try and kill her, but yeah, sure.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one expected Sienna to do that, persist to the end. And none of us did anything to stop her. 'Cause there was nothing we could do.
I suppose you are right. But when someone so beloved dies, one cannot help but search one's soul for blame. And even the hardiest knights grow faint-hearted then.
Come to pay my respects. Bid the Duchess farewell.
White roses. They were her favorite. Go inside then. She lies in the ducal crypt. In one room with her murderer. Despite my protests.
What? Who decided that?
The Regent's Council. A pack of old men who've statutes and codices for hearts. Ducal blood flowed in Sienna's veins, and she was never legally disinherited. So they ruled she should lie alongside Henrietta.
Interesting. So if she'd actually survived the assassination plot, she could have inherited the duchy if she was never legally disinherited. They just exiled her. Ooh. Flowers on Anna Henrietta's grave or flowers on both graves? Does Sienna deserve any flowers for murdering her own sister? I would say not. I understand where she came from, but yeah. No flowers for you, I'm afraid.
I regret it ended this way, that I failed to prevent it. Hope you can forgive me. Rest in peace.
Stylish crypt, quite subdued. Yes, this is the kind of eternal resting place I dream of.
Moments like this, I never know if you're joking or serious.
Serious, Geralt, serious. It's remarkably peaceful, subtly charming to the hilt. A perfect match for the Duchess's dignity. Ah, you humans, you'll never cease to amaze me. To feel despair in the face of natural processes to which you are predestined. I've come to take you from this place, my friend. Dare say you deserve a speck of respite after the mad whirl of the last few days.
those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more. Now Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over people's hearts. All Beauclair now weeps for her.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's traits.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Donna Henrietta.
I did. And I do truly rue her passing.
Me too.
Then let us drink.
Whatever you say about Siona, you gotta admit, she was unbending.
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been a tad more, philosophical, pausing from time to time to reflect on the propriety of her actions.
True.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Right now? In the dark?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
I mean, it wasn't so much it was the fact it was dark I was complaining about, the fact it's late at night, but sure.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Okay, looks like we've got a little bit of closing up to do with Regis.
So dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Okay, I'm actually going to take a break here. I'm going to just pause the game before they start talking again. Yeah, this has definitely run on way too long, and it still looks like there's a little bit more to go, so I'm going to take a break here. Yeah, it looks like we actually didn't get the perfect ending. Everyone died, so very Shakespearean. But still, I mean, Geralt's come out okay. We've got a lot of money. We've got our own estate. We're famous throughout the region. So probably not the worst of worst endings, but still not the best. But anyway, I'm going to take a break here. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed all that. Do feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll continue this on with at least one more episode, I think, just to see what Regis is up to and see what he wants to do now that the main plot is all over. But for now, I'm going to say bye. Bye.